Yo, what's up, YouTube? It's your boy Coach Motivation, and I'm back with another video. Today, I'm going to talk to you about working a 9 to 5 job. Is it beneficial for you to work a 9 to 5 job, or or should you go ahead and try to start your own business and make your own money? Um, a lot of people struggle with this, trying to debate on if they should do their own business or work for somebody else. Um, and I would like to say that being a business owner is not it's not for everybody. Just like college isn't for everybody, school isn't for everybody. Nothing is for everybody, you know. But what I want to say is basically, if you work a 9 to 5 job, um, and you're unhappy at that job, and you are the main reason, and you feel that you may be like the main reason that like a lot of things move the way they are moving inside of the job that you work at, it's because of you. Then it might be time for you to consider starting your own business or trying to run some type of operation for yourself. Try to build your own brand, try to build your own business, try to build your own legacy. But I do want to say that like running a business is not all like it's not easy. I just want to say that like you still have to do so much more work on the back end of that business in order for that front end of your business to run correctly. And a lot of people don't see that when they a lot of people don't see that when they start their business. I mean, when they work in a 9 to 5 job, just because you're working a 9 to 5, you don't see the back end of the business of when they're having to do payroll, or they're having to fire someone, or having to hire someone, or dealing with all the other stuff that you have to deal with to run your business and keep the business afloat. You also have to think about all the taxes and stuff that falls into it. It's not easy. It's more work than normal, that a person can't handle. So you get hit with a lot of the back end stuff. So anything that people have arguments about, like any issues that clients may have, you get hit with that unless you have somebody that's working for you that's doing having to deal with some of this stuff. But when you first starting off, you're not gonna have a full staff unless you already banked up money and could afford to hire 4 or 5 people off the jump to keep that business, better start the business and keep it running. When you start your business, you're gonna be everything. You're gonna be the CEO, you're gonna be the technician or the worker, you're gonna be the salesman, you're gonna be the marketer, you're gonna be the accounting person. You're gonna be all these different things unless you start hiring all these third-party people to come out to help do all this stuff. But when you first starting off, you literally gonna be everything that the business need to run and generate income. So just think of that. And like I'm saying, it's a good thing to have a business. Don't get me wrong, I love having a business, but it's definitely a lot of more work than normal. That if you are a normal person and don't like to be put in uncomfortable situations, I wouldn't suggest you to have a business. So I'm gonna change the topic of this video to the pros and cons of having a business and why um, there is a lot of cons, but there is a bunch of pros to having a business. It's part of that you don't have to work every day. You can work anywhere you want to. When you have staff that's supposed to be handling the business, you don't have to be inside the business all day. These bugs is just jumping on me. But you don't have to be in the business every day, all day. You literally could go out, run a business remotely, talk to your techs remotely, and all that stuff. I can do that. But right now we have projects that's going on that I can't. I have to spend more time helping out on these projects so we can get things done. But you have that. You have those options to be able to not be inside of the business that much. But I also been in business for roughly 3 years now. So 3 years, I have 4 staff. So I could be out a little bit and do certain things and get things done. It's the air blowing. I could get things done remotely, but I have people that's on hand that could go on site and do everything that I need them to do. But just know that if you want to start a business, you're unhappy with your 9 to 5, go ahead, do that. But don't quit your 9 to 5 job unless you have like something going on. Unless you have like the your business is making more money, that you are able to quit your full-time job, then you can do that. But don't quit your full-time job just to say, I'm going to go and try to start a business. And then you just cold-heartedly quit your full-time job, because then you're not going to have no income coming in to pay your bills. So you're going to have stress after stress, because trust me, you're going to get a little stressed out when starting up a business. It's not going to be all easy. You are going to have some type of stressful, uncomfortable moments, especially with starting it up. And once you get to that point where you're making more money than what your job is paying you, and you quit your full-time job, then you're going to have another stressor on your mind that, man, if I'm not making enough money to get everything done, then how am I going to get this money? So you're going to have that stress, because you're going to be kind of nervous that, okay, I'm on my own now. I don't have that stable check coming in every month, unless you have RMR, which is, MMR, no, MRR, monthly recurring revenue. I'm getting all my words wrong. Unless you have that set up, then you're good. On the tech company, yes, we have those MRRs coming through, just because most of our businesses, excuse all the cars in the background, but we have the monthly recurring revenues and all that stuff coming through in order to get things going. But I always suggest that everyone start a business, because running a business, it's a good thing to have, to say that, yeah, that's my business, that's my company. You're able to go out, do things with your family that you wouldn't be able to do if you had to work a 9 to 5 job, where you have to ask them, can I take off this day? And if they say no, then you're just going to either not go in, call in sick, then probably get fired, or you just go to work and miss whatever you wanted to get to. So yes, start a business. Use that 9 to 5 to fund your business until that 9 to 5 can't fund your business anymore and your business is funding itself. Leave that 9 to 5 and go do you. Make shit happen. But that's my thing for today. All right. Y'all have a good day. Thank y'all for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe to this video. Peace.